Hey everyone, Michael here with Plus Size Hiker, and today I just wanted to show you some new acquisitions that I have gotten for my uh, backpacking gear and things like that. So we're just gonna kind of jump right into it because I don't want to make this a super long video, but I have a feeling that it's already going to be one. So recently I was in one of my other videos, I talked about a poop container or poop can or whatever. And I was thinking about like, how am I going to dig a cat hole if I don't take that container along with me? So I originally picked up this solid metal folding shovel from Ozark Trail that is 8.9 inches by 20 or 2.4 inches by 1 inch wide, and it's fairly lightweight. However, I did pick up this plastic one that is ABS plastic and really sturdy, really durable. Has a little hole in it for a car bringer. I could use this one also. The weight difference between the two, though, this is like maybe 3 pounds, and this is like at most 12 ounces. So, I think that I will probably be going with this one and just hoping for the best. But I do like the fact that this one folds down and that it is metal and may last a little bit longer than this one here. The difference in price, though, is I paid $2.99 for this one. This one I paid almost $10 for. Got this at Walmart because, well, it's an Ozark Trail brand. This one is a Cowlin or Kuglin. I will let you. Yeah. So it's this brand, and I paid, like I said, $2.99 for it. And um, as much as I like my metal one, like I was saying, I'm probably going to be going with this one instead, just because of how lightweight it is. Now, if I wanted to put this in my poop canister, though, it's not going to fit all of that well. And here's the poop canister that I made, and I briefly talked about it the other day on one of the other videos that I did, but there's just that's how much it would stick out versus if I put this, I folded it up, I could have it all in one. So that's still something I gotta kind of toy with and figure out what I'm going to do, because it might just be that I end up taking the metal and just keeping it all in one thing. So moving right along, the next thing I picked up was some of this insect repeller spray or repellent spray. I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. It's DEET free, and I'm really excited about this because this time of year in the Pacific Northwest, mosquitoes are everywhere, and where I will be hiking, hopefully next summer, I'm going to be going through some heavy insect areas, and just having something like this is going to be like invaluable, I believe. And for $1.25, and you get insect repellent, I mean, can you really go wrong? Uh, the other thing that I was thinking about is when I'm on the trail, am I going to have a way to make fire? And I know that everyone carries lighters and stuff, but lighters can get wet. They can get damaged. You can run out of the butane in them. So I thought magnifying glass, you know, just get that little spot on some tinder and have it ignite. However, this is all metal and this is real glass, so that makes this kind of heavy. What I ended up getting was a compass that had a little magnifying glass on it, and I'm already going to be utilizing the compass. So this would probably be a good idea if you didn't already have a magnifier on something, or if you didn't have weatherproof matches or what have you. But, I was thinking ahead at the time. Now, something else that I have an abundance of is water filters. I don't want to be without the ability to have some sort of water when I'm on the trail. The areas that I will be hiking in, I am going to be along brackish water. There's a lot of puddles and ponds and lakes, and I want to be able to clean my water the best that I can. So I have overdone it a little bit in the water filtration department, but I got myself a life straw. And if you don't know what life straws are, they're these long blue plastic tubes that can filter down to, I think it was 0.999% of all bacteria and microbes and yuckies. That's an official hiking term, yuckies. The other thing that I got was a Sawyer mini pump, and I picked this up off of eBay, just the pump by itself, the tube and all that other stuff, for about $12. At Walmart and stuff, this whole system with a bag and everything is about $30. So did a little bit of shopping around. I knew that I wanted a Sawyer pump. I really liked the Sawyer brand and what their mission statement is, and really good. So I got that. The other thing that I have is I have two different types of hand pumps. One of the hand pumps I just happen to have right here. The other hand pump I did not bring out. But this is a vintage Sweetwater pump that I picked up at a yard sale the other day. And it is a lever action pump. The whole pump house thing is here. These tubes, the black one is the inlet tube, and it's got this stainless steel filter here. And then you pump up your water, whatever you got to do, and it filters it out. So I figured between a pump like this, my life straw, and the Sawyer, I should have absolutely little to no issue with worrying about Giardia or any other kind of crap that might be in the water. So, yeah, I've overdone it with, like I said, with my water pump supplies, but I would rather have all the different supplies than have none of the supplies. When it comes down to it, though, when I go on my hiking, I'm probably just going to take my life straw and the Sawyer. And while I was at the Dollar Tree, I found these little hydro bags that come with a little carabiner also. So I can use my Sawyer mini to filter into this bottle and then just use this to drink. I have a ton of different little bottles also that I have picked up. This one is a Joey, but it is a silicone bottle with a carabiner here, and it actually expands. So you get a good, I think this is 12 or 14 ounces in this bottle. And I don't see anything on here, but What I like about it is that it is silicone, it is lightweight, and it just like all pops back down. You got this cap right here, and boom. Very little foot space, can clip onto the outside of my bag really well. Um, Another thing that I picked up at the dollar store is headlamp. And this is a 3-mode high, low, and flashing um, headlamp that is $1.25. Now, I've looked at several other headlamps and thought about, like, well, maybe I should get one of those, whatever, blah, blah. This does not have a red light mode. So that is one of the downsides to it. But, well, that and the fact that it's not rechargeable, it takes AAAs. But, for $1.25 for the headlamp and $1.25 for a pack of AAA batteries, I don't see how you can actually go wrong with this. Now, if you've tried these in the past, let me know, like, what your actual thoughts are on them, because I would like to know. So that's setting number 1, and that's already pretty bright. There's setting number 2, and then the flashing setting. So you have your high, your low, and your flash. And that's pretty freaking bright. And then you just have your headband that goes to this. And the headband is a pretty nice little nylon, maybe cotton, and it has a little adjusters and everything. $1.25, $2.50 at the most when you include the batteries or whatever. I think that it was a good deal. But again, like I said, if you've tried this one out and you haven't liked it, please let me know what the ups and downs and in-betweens are. It does look like I need to work on this a little bit right out of the package. The button cover is kind of like sticking out on it, but you know what? For $1.25, I'm not gonna. And just like that, it popped right back into place. So, yeah. Anyways, moving right along as we should. Now, I was thinking about, like, what am I going to do to cook with? And my original idea was that I was going to get this little stove here. I picked up 2 of these for like $12 on eBay. And without even really realizing it, I was like, oh, this is pretty damn cool. So, it unfolds completely. And then you have these little stands that pop off to the side. It's got the piezo automatic ignition lighter here and your adjustable switch here. Does a really good job, but, I wanted a cooking system, something that I could have something like along the lines of a Jetboil, and I just didn't want to pay Jetboil prices. I liked this because it was all in one, kind of inclusive, but I ended up getting myself the Fire Maple pot. And this is the petrol pot. And what I love about this is that it is a competitor to Jetboil. And it has a couple of great features. So if you're familiar with the Jetboil system, you know that it has that webbing on the bottom of the cook system. So in here, there's this webbing that helps to distribute it. But if you notice, it's slots. There's only 3 slots. So my little 4 or 5 armed stove will not fit that. So I ended up having to get myself another stove system, and this is the Maple Fire, and this one is the Maple Fire Torch. I did look at the Green Peak and the Green Peak 2, but ended up getting this one. And same principle. You just fold the arms out, and as soon as they like lock into place, that fits your cooking system, and it holds it right into place. So same thing as the little orange one. It's got the piezo, and then it's got the gas gauge valve here, and it kind of folds back up in on itself. The only thing that I don't like about this is that the carrying case is this big paper tube, but I may be able to carry it inside the pot once I start putting everything together. So the biggest difference between this one and this one, besides the fact that this is kind of proprietary for the pot, is that this one was $16.99, and I got 2 of these for $12.99. The pot I picked up on Amazon Prime Days for, I think I paid $14.99 or $16.99 for the pot. So altogether, $32 Jetboil type stove. The canister of gas that I have in here right now, and that's something else that you have to do to, like, this snaps into place, so you just pinch it like that and it snaps into place. But I do have a Jetboil canister in here because this too was on sale when I went to Sportsman's Warehouse, and it was $5.99 for the big canister like this. I also have a Primus gas isobutane canister that I picked up from Sportsman's for, I think this one was $3.99 on sale, but I haven't seen Primus again for a while. But seeing how large that is, I don't know that I can, safely and comfortably fit my stove in here as well. Let's take a look at that right now. So, my little stove, and yeah, having one of the big, it's not going to fit in there with it. Now, if I did one of the smaller hockey pucks, that might fit in there a little differently. Or if I turn it upside down and take the paper off this, it may fit. But I'm just going to say that it doesn't fit because I can't make it fit on camera right now. But there is a lot of paper on the bottom of this, and so, like I said, once I remove everything and actually get it up and going, it may all work itself out. But for right now, it is in 2 separate containers. So the other reason I chose these particular stoves, one, Fire Maple is an amazing brand. I'm not sponsored by them, trying to get sponsored, but it was the price point for me. I don't have a lot of money to go out and spend $150 to $200 and something dollars on a camping stove. And so, this had everything that I needed and wanted, and it was at a price that I couldn't pass up. And comes in this cool little bag, and you know, I think it was worth it for me. Is it worth it for you? Maybe not, but I'm also still just kind of learning about all of this. So if you have any experience with fire maple, good, bad, or indifferent, let me know. But I picked it up, and so far, based on theory and what appears to be functionality, this is going to be my camp stove system. So the other thing that I am going to be carrying with me, and this might again be overkill, I am not 100% sure, but I want to make sure that I have the ability to make a fire if I need to, and that's hand sanitizer. I got this big bottle of hand sanitizer at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and it is I thought it said on here like how strong it was. It's 70% ethyl alcohol. So if I needed to, I could squirt some of this onto some kindling or some tinder, hit it with a ferro rod, and have fire pretty damn instantly. Plus, if I get a cut or need it for like sanitation purposes, I can use it for that too. I'm not going to carry it in the big bottle like this. I actually have a couple of smaller bottles that I'm going to put this into that are lightweight and, just more compact than having this big old thing. Um, what are your thoughts and suggestions? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. Um, I would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions, and what you would add to everything that I just showed, or what you would subtract from what I showed. Um, put your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section down below, and if you want to shoot me an email, you can do so, plussizehiker@gmail.com. And until next time, happy trails, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.